Go.
The last one coming along is Harthick, who's drawn on the outside. Signals are given. Racing in the Godolphin Mile, and the starter caught them in a great line. Viscount Nelson, Shamelgan and Richard's Kid dropped back shortly after the break. Red Jazz came out brilliantly as the early leader. Snarfy going forward, so is Do It All. African Story, the favourite, settles a length off the pace on the inside of Duck Scholar, and First City pushing through in the middle. A length away, Harthick, the black cap, on the outside of Sandagur, the red cap. A half length away, Der Bass. Then Western Aristocrat planted a little deep. A length away, Shamelgan, a half to Viscount Nelson, and Richard's Kid 3/4 of a length away at the rear of the field as they leave the first 400 behind in 25.5. Red Jazz takes them past the 900 metres pole, leading by a length. Do It All went to second. African Story is third. Snarfy fourth on the outside. A length away, First City, then Duck Scholar. Harthick on the move, followed by Sandagur, and then Der Bass, Viscount Nelson, Shamelgan, Richard's Kid and Western Aristocrat has been taken out of the race, leaving the back straight as Red Jazz brings them onto the turn. Red Jazz in front. African Story immediately into the clear, pounces on the leader. Snarfy on the outside. Harthick joining in. They're a length and a half clear of First City and then Sandagur, but Frankie took African Story to the front. He bounded 2 lengths clear of Red Jazz, then Harthick, First City, Viscount Nelson starting to power down the centre. African Story's in front with 50 metres left to go. Viscount Nelson runs to second, but the Godolphin Mile belongs yet again to Godolphin. African Story an easy winner from Viscount Nelson, Red Jazz and Richard's Kid coming from last. Then Harthick, Shamelgan, Sandagur, First City, Do It All, Duck Scholar, Der Bass, and well back at the tail of the field is Snarfy with Western Aristocrat eased out of the race as the field left the back straight. He has passed the vet check. Again, the starter reaches for the button. Gates fly, they're racing in the Dubai World Cup. Prince Bishop from the inside began awkwardly. Red Cadeau went back shortly after the break. Akeed Mafeed, African Story, and Mukadram came out very quickly with Mukadram tearing across from the outside, looking for the lead as they race past the judge the first time and go to the mile marker. Paul Hannigan took Mukadram to the front. Hoko Tayumihi walked up to second. African Story is third and Ruler of the World fourth as they make the turn out of the straight. Akeed Mafeed settles on the rail. A length away, Ron the Greek, 3 wide on the outside of Surfer. Then San Shawwes, Belshazzar on the rail. 3/4 of a length to Side Glance on the outside of Military Attack. A length away, Hill Star, then Cat of Mountain, Vancouverite. Red Cadeau is second last, and Prince Bishop 2.5 lengths away at the tail of the field. Mukadram took them through the first quarter in 25.7, the first 800 metres in 49.9. Mukadram down the back of the track, 3 parts of a length in front. Hoko Tayumihi has moved to second. African Story third. Ron the Greek's fourth. He's covering extra ground. Ruler of the World in the middle. A length away is Surfer being shoved along. Then Akeed Mafeed, San Shawwes, Side Glance, 3 deep. Followed by Military Attack, Catamount, Belshazzar. Hillstar well back with Vancouverite, Red Cadeau, and Prince Bishop is last of all. Mukadram led on the turn. 450 metres left to go in the great race. Mukadram in front. African Story into the clear, moves to second. Ruler of the World under pressure. Akeed Mafeed on the fence, nothing else running on. African Story and Mukadram. It's a Dubai Quinella. African Story's taken the lead. Mukadram battling back, but African Story in the blue of Godolphin is forging clear, and African Story wins the Dubai World Cup. African Story beat Mukadram. Catamount got up to run third. Then Side Glance, Akeed Mafeed and Red Cadeau. San Shawwes, Vancouverite, Belshazzar, Prince Bishop, Military Attack, Ron the Greek, Surfer, Hoko Tayumihi, Ruler of the World, and Hillstar were the last pair to slow to a walk.
The winner of the World Cup is African Story for Godolphin, a 5th success in the race for Said Bin Surat, a first for Silvestre de Souza, the race that if you ride for Godolphin, you most want to ride the winner of. And African Story's beaten Mukadram. I think Catamounty may have come through from